Hello everyone, welcome to .NETMirror channel. Today we are going to dive into the fundamentals of one of the most powerful framework in the .NET ecosystem, ASP.NET Core Web API. I am going to do the series of videos in this Web API and this is the first video. In this video, first we will define exactly what is ASP.NET Core Web API. We will look at different ways you can build Web APIs today and we'll break down the key concepts and features that every developer should know it. And finally, we will discuss why we should use web apis in 2026 and when to use web apis in this video. Before we get started, if you are new here, please hit subscribe button, click the bell icon so that you never miss my videos on .NET and Azure technologies. Let's get started. Let's understand what is an ASP.NET Core Web API. It's a cross-platform open source framework designed specially for building HTTP services. In simple terms, it's like a bridge that allows different applications like mobile apps, your web front ends like React, Blazor, Angular, and IoT applications to communicate with a central server. This is an ideal framework for creating RESTful applications on the .NET platform. If you look at the diagram, I have created a simple web API flow. On the left side, we have a client, it could be browser or mobile, where the user will send an HTTP request to your web API. It's a controller. Within the control, you will have different action methods like get, post, different methods you will have, and it will call basically the backend. It could be database where it goes and reads and writes the data, and once you read the data, it gives back to the client application in the format of JSON or XML. In this way, you can make your web page where it provides data from your data sources. The one which is highlighted in the blue, that's where you will focus more on building your web APIs. Let's understand what are the different ways to build web APIs. There are two ways you can build web APIs. One is control based, the other one is minimal APIs. The control based APIs are traditional approach. Here you will implement the controller classes which are derived from controller base class. Here you can put all your complex logic and you can group all your code in one control. Like you can have an employee controller where it will create, update, and delete all these endpoints. You can put it in one controller and all will be grouped together. But when it comes to minimal APIs, it's a newer and modern way of streamlined approach where you can define all your routes and the logic within the program.cs, and within this you can use lambda expressions where you can write your code without controller classes. Here it makes very simple and you can use for high performance microservices based kind of scenarios. You can go for minimal apis. Let's understand the key concepts and features of web api. It's a cross platform, which means that you can develop on mac os where then you can go and deploy to linux or even windows, and anywhere you can develop and you can deploy to the other class platform services. It's a unified model, which means that the same pattern you can use your apis could be web uis like mvc, blazor, angular, so you can use same apis into different applications. Inbuilt, it has a dependency injection where it makes your core code more modular and testable. Let's say that I have a database service, I can inject this service into your controller where your control can talk to the database service. And it supports modern web standards like http 3, which means it has a faster connection, and also inbuilt it has automatic serialization. The output will be formatted in in the format of json or xml. Inbuilt, it has openapi support. You can have swagger integrated, which means that your apis, whenever somebody is consuming your web apis, they can understand about your apis, the title of the api, the description, what it does. You can put everything there, so it makes the others who can read your web page very easily. It has inbuilt security with industry standards like JSON Web Tokens for the authentication, and it has policy based authorization where you can secure your API endpoints. Inbuilt, it follows all REST principles, which makes your services lightweight and uses industry standard web protocols for the communication. Let's understand why to use the web APIs. The ASP.NET Web APIs are industry leading performance. In the recent Tech Power benchmarks, ASP.NET Core dominated in terms of JSON responses per second, and ASP.NET Web API supports cloud native. You can design for the cloud. It has inbuilt support to your Docker services as well. Inbuilt, it has observability where it has open telemetry, which means that the web APIs, right? You can track the performance of web APIs, the health condition of the APIs. If any error happens during the communications, you can track everything within the APIs, and it is easily to put all these things easily. It has enterprise grade security. You can have OAuth OpenID Connect. You can secure your endpoints with JWT tokens, and you can define policy based authorization rules where you can control your endpoints, who can access and who can consume. With minimal APIs, you have a better efficiency where these are significantly faster, uses less memory than the older way of controller style. It's a perfect high speed microservice based kind of scenarios in 2026. Your web APIs has AI native integration, it has built in vector support, even you can have AI assisted coding in your IDE where you can go and easily build your web APIs with GitHub Copilot or any other AI services. Let's understand when to use the web APIs. The web APIs supports interoperability, which means that you can write in one language and the APIs can be consumed by a different language or technology. It is like multi-platform support, like one backend, which means that let's say if your web APIs is consumed by iOS or Android or web, you don't need to write multiple times. The same APIs you can use for different platforms. It decouples the front end and back end. Now all the architectures are headless, where your front end will call an API to get or post the data. With this, you will have your front end engineers and back end engineers. They can work independently, which means that in a faster way you can build your platforms. It has inbuilt microservice architecture support, which means that you can have different APIs for the payments. You can have different APIs for inventory, user profiles. You can have different teams to develop these microservices. And when you deploy it, right, if there is a demand for one API, you can only scale that particular API. All these things which are supported within ASP.NET Core Web API. And you have easy integration with public APIs, which means that if you're trying to build the web APIs, it has to be consumed by other companies. You can use ASP.NET Core Web APIs. It has inbuilt AI and machine learning orchestration, which means that if you take an example, if someone wants to prompt your web API, the web API can clean the data, send to an LLM model, can receive the result and pass it back to the user. All these things you can easily do with ASP.NET Core Web API. To summarize everything, ASP.NET Core Web API, it's not about only building the backend for your services. It's about choosing the right platform, high performance based technology. It is secured and AI ready platform that can scale easily with your business needs. With this, we are done with this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel .NET Mirror. If you like the video, please click on the like button, share with your friends and colleagues. Click on the bell icon to get my updates on .NET plus Azure videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.